I want you all to feel welcome to the Broski Doodles podcast. It's Thursday movie review with the crew. And today we're bringing a killer one. One that we've been holding ever so dearly to try to kill, ever so gently. And today we're doing The Wolf of Wall Street, directed by Scorsese. And well, one of the best cast. We're gonna get into it. Leo, my favorite actor. I mean, this guy, I have a thing. I wish I was a young girl so I could go out with him.
This fucking guy.
So I want to start off by saying Wolf of Wall Street is like in my top 10. Leo DiCaprio should have won an Oscar for that. I think Jonah Hill should have won an Oscar for supporting actor. I just think it's an amazing movie. For people that don't know, we actually made a podcast about this film that lasted like 2 hours. And we decided, yeah, nobody's gonna listen to that. So, but this is how much this movie, at least, speaking for myself, makes me, just makes me get hot. Everything about it. I fucking love it. Even the start of the movie gets you right on it. I love how Scorsese does this shit where he always starts the movie like in the middle of the storyline. Instead of like, because a lot of movies sometimes start with a origin story. And that sometimes is boring because you're not yet invested in the character. So you're like, oh, okay, so he was born in Ohio. But when they get you, when the movie starts with the motherfucker flying a helicopter all drugged up and landing, almost killing everybody in his house, you're like, oh shit, I want to know how this starts. So I think it's a perfect Scorsese strategy there to start it off. But yeah, you guys are dressed the part. I mean, we all are, but when I look at you, I see more commitment, I see the crypto bros. I see, you guys are the type of people that I want to buy shit from. I want to trust all of my life savings in my family's what's the word? Assets, with you guys. You guys look like you're trustworthy people.
Let me sell you this pen real quick. But look, before we even get started with the movie review with the crew, I think this movie deserves for everybody who's listening to this to take a shot, take a hit, take a bump, take a whatever it is that you're choosing to do while you're listening to this, because I'm about to take a sip of this. Oh,
I'm so glad.
That could have gone completely.
Yeah. I was here like, fuck, what's gonna happen?
Yeah, I thought we were gonna have to start this one again.
No. So
We're the lose.
Bro, extra frosting, John.
Bro, one of the craziest lines
donuts
in the movie when they're in the yacht and they're like about to die. He's like, I will not die sober. Get the fucking loot.
Dude.
And the whole movie so in character. I don't know who. I'm gonna check who won the Oscar that year, because he was robbed.
Yeah, he was robbed.
So many memes that came out of that movie, man.
Yo, just for the dance that he did at his wedding. Just the fucking dance.
I'm not fucking leaving.
Get off the phone.
The phone. Get the fuck off the phone.
Bro, that scene is so like nerve-wracking.
Oh my goodness.
And then he starts choking. Oh my god. Jordan, he's choking. Jordan.
He's got fucking kids, goddammit. Man, she did really good in that movie too.
Yeah, she's really
sexy ass bitch.
Oh my god,
Sexy ass bitch.
I won't say more because I have respect. I have respect. But God,
Daniel Day-Lewis won it.
for what movie?
What the F? For Lincoln.
Yo, fuck that. I never saw that movie. Was that movie any good?
We're gonna have to watch it now.
We're gonna have to watch it.
I want to see why he took it from Leo. How?
Damn it.
Gosh darn it.
This guy? I mean, he's nasty. He did great in Gangs of New York in 2002.
He's gangster in everything he does.
Let me show review.
Gangs of New York, yeah.
There Will Be Blood. Damn, that one.
That's a Scorsese film too, right?
There Will Be Blood.
There Will Be Blood. Is that a Scorsese?
No, Paul Thomas Anderson.
Oh, but it's a Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah, it's a Daniel Day-Lewis one.
Okay, so tell me what you guys think of this movie.
I'm having a hard time coming up with conversations since we did go into depth about it for like 2 hours. So I'm thinking that I'm going to be repeating myself, but for the viewers, that's not the case.
So I mean, just to start, having, that whole scene where he's in the helicopter, starting off the film. You know how like Scorsese does it, where he starts like halfway through, and then
that's what I just fucking said.
I was trying to get to the part where he's
sorry.
Go. That's okay. No, thanks a lot. Thanks a fucking lot.
No, because I just felt that you came out so naturally on it. It's like, you know how Scorsese always starts the movie in the middle. I just wanted to make sure.
Plagiarism much? What the fuck? Fuck it.
Too soon to steal.
All right. So let's talk about the cast. Leo DiCaprio. We got Margot Robbie, Jonah Hill, John Bernthal. Amazing. I mean, it's funny because John Bernthal actually looks a lot more like the actual guy that plays that. I mean, that's actually what's his name?
Yeah, Jordan Belfort
than Leo does. But bro, Leo takes the cake with this one.
You think so? I don't think he looks more like Jordan Belfort.
Like John Bernthal, like just like looking at him, like visually, not his like his character or his way.
I think what John is coming from is because they're both more rugged.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, nothing against John Bernthal, but like this character could have only been pulled off by Leo. Like the range of the character. But I get what you mean. But I think Leo embodied the character, even if he doesn't look exactly like him. He embodied what the guy was, and
to a fucking T.
Like, it took me a long time to realize that this movie was a masterpiece because it comes off a little bit like a fun movie, like fuck around. But after I've seen this movie about like 10 times. And every time I watch it, I'm like, man, it's such a fucking masterpiece. How everything matches. When you see Jonah Hill, you almost don't recognize as Jonah Hill. The other guy, Stupley, the guy that was fat, he became fit. He's not really.
The guy from American History X and Remember the Titans.
Remember the Titans, yeah. My Name is Earl. Ethan Suplee. He's not in many scenes, but he does good. Rugrat, I don't even know who that guy is. He's funny. The dad, he's a famous actor.
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey, just a little piece that he had.
I wish he was in it more.
Yeah. There was never a dull moment in the whole movie.
Yeah, I know, dude. Each scene was epic in its own right. had a good mix of it being funny, entertaining, and also informative of all that happened. I think Martin Scorsese does a great job in shooting movies that go through the timeline of a crime boss and shows their rise and then their demise. He does that very well. It doesn't get boring at all. And it's crazy because it's a 3-hour movie. And we've seen a lot of 3-hour movies and we reviewed them and they feel like 10. Or we've even seen, what was the one that was like an hour and it felt like 3?
Yeah, an hour and 30 minutes shut in.
Shut in, yeah, that one.
I'm sorry, Ben Shapiro. The thing is, you guys are always smoking marijuana, you cannot even understand the movie because you don't even connect it to the Judeo-Christian values, so you don't even know what's happening, right? You don't even know what's happening. But what really is happening there is there was a daughter that was being saved by Jesus, by Lord Christ. Okay. Adrian does it better. If you guys need to search on our clips, you have Adrian as Adrian as Ben Shapiro reacting to our reaction to the movie. But anyways, yeah.
Do you guys think that?
Yeah.
You think that he should still be in jail for everything that he did, all the people that he defrauded, like the whole game he was playing? Because he's out now and he's making a killing.
I always have a dilemma with this because every time you see movies about some like what they call white collar crime, which I think is a bullshit ass term. Like these are crimes. You know what I mean? Like
even more impactful.
You know why? Because the scalability that you have, you know, like it's true. A violent crime does have this strong fear, right?
Emotional.
Right. But a person can only hurt so many people at once, right?
Unless you're Jeffrey Dahmer or something.
Right. I mean, or you know, you go into like a Las Vegas hotel, very well prepared. And, okay. But even then, you can't really scale. Like if you were really a villain, right? You're a villain. It's hard to like get those numbers up.
Right.
You know what I mean? But when it comes to these white collar crimes, you can scale your theft, your fraud, where you don't need extra people to go sell the Herbalife product. No. It just happens through the net. So in a way, it's like they're even more dangerous and they're causing a lot of harm. It's just that the harm is not as easily seen because it's not somebody that's bloody or somebody that got shot in the head, but it's thousands and thousands of families from low-income households that were fucking thieved out of money, you know? So those, you know, they're like, what were they called? The blue chips? No, the white chips?
The penny stocks.
The penny stocks.
So do you think he should still be locked up? Because it came out on the news the other day that he's charging $40,000 for a 2-day crypto workshop, which is essentially the same thing that I put.
And you know what's fucked? A few years back, I was listening to him, not a lot, but I like to listen to everybody. I think the best, you know, in the Broski Doodles, even though our IQ level is very limited, we have always encouraged that you listen to both sides, right? And always make your decisions, right? Don't ever, not even us. Like if you guys look at us and you're like, oh fuck, you guys are like role models to me, you know. I mean, that's pretty sad. But if you do, like, like, don't believe us. Like, why? Right? No. You make your own decisions. You find out. So I like to look at both sides. And then that's how I lost my train of thought, right there.
Well, you're saying that you listened to Jordan Belfort's podcast.
Right. So Jordan Belfort, I'm like, okay, listen to this guy. And the guy makes sense. He's smart. And he used to talk shit about crypto. He's like, look, man, I'm more of a gold guy. I don't see where the value is. It almost seems like a fraud. And now all of a sudden, Adrian tells me that he's like an NFT guy, $40,000 to give you an NFT, like a little workshop and shit? What the fuck?
2-day workshop. He's marketing himself as a crypto mastermind.
So this is a part where I'm like, I can still give him props for like being a G and being able to grow in a jungle and did what it did. I mean, you always gotta give props to somebody that broke rules and just fucking thrusted themselves in some sort of place and succeeded, right? Even if that success comes with illegalities. But it's like, okay, you're still a fucking con man, right? Like, And the movie ends, and we talked about this in the original podcast that we spoke, where I felt that at the end, they make you, at least the director wants you to feel that whatever he ends up doing, like being like a self-help guru, is for like chumps.
Yeah, in that last scene when they pan out to the audience that's listening to a seminar, and they all look like a bunch of dorks.
Yeah, and they're like, "Sell me this penny." He's like, "This penny is beautiful. This penny is nice." And
it has ink.
Yeah, so and it's almost fucked up. It's almost like, you know, and it feels like the people that follow him still gotta. And I don't want to be a piece of shit, man, because I know people that like do Herbalife or like Avon or what's the other one, like Mary Kate, and they're not bad people or dumb people, but for some reason they're not able to understand when like that little thing that you see when you're like, oh yeah, these incentives don't make sense. Yeah, as simple as that, you know. Like Herbalife. Okay, so I'm not selling to the end consumer. I'm selling to people, and I gotta convince them that they will be eventually selling to other people, that will be selling eventually to other people, that will be selling eventually to other people, to consumers. But don't worry about the consumers. Yeah, so who the fuck is gonna drink this shit?
That's the worst part of those, because they make the people that are selling it, they pitch to them like, you need to know what you're selling, right? And what you're proposing other people to sell, so you need to buy all the products so you understand the product. Even though you're not selling the product, they still start buying it. That's what happened a lot with Monet. Was another one that came out recently.
Let's follow this lead, because this movie, to simplify it, that's what it is. They had a little pyramid scheme thingy going on, but it's just in the stock market, right? Like in your case with Monet, they do like what, like little creams and shit?
They sell hair products.
Is it the case that you know someone that got involved in said business?
Yeah. Half of the girls that I went to high school with were selling it on Instagram like 2 years ago.
It's funny because all you motherfuckers treated me bad, and now you're asking me to buy your products. So what do you think? And it's an open question here, open forum, John. You can speak. I know you're high as fuck.
I know what you're talking about.
What is it that he dude? This guy is so paranoid. He like even took his glasses off. Like, oh shit, whoa. They notice.
Fuck that.
Look, what makes people fall for this type of bullshit?
The idea that money can be acquired easily through just getting other people to consume that, aside from the fact that they see these numbers, they're like, oh, that's easy, just get 246 people to buy $30 worth of product and you're on your way to 500,000, you know.
I think they sell them the dream, and then they always have the first person that made it, or the first like 3 people at the top, that are the ones like, look, she got the pink Escalade, she's making 6 figures, she doesn't work a 9 to 5. If she can do it, and she has herpes, you can too. And then that's it. They have the poster child, and then those people at the top continue to make the money because that's how the game works. And then they keep funneling all the people they try for a few months and then they're out. I think it's people that don't have a strong like business acumen, and then they go into it and then they don't realize what they're in until they've already wasted a ton of money.
This is the thing, right? Like, I'm very skeptical, and it's a problem. It's a blessing and a curse, right? Because it saves me from being scammed, but it also denies me the chance of opportunities in life. Right? Because whenever an opportunity comes to me, I'm like, yeah, nah, I don't trust you. Why do you want to?
Hey, KIKO, you want a blowjob? It's never been this easy.
No, wait. Do you want infinite blowjobs? Because if you keep on getting people to go below you, you could go down 10, 11, 12, 13 levels to infinity. Like you could go as far as humanly possible. What they don't realize is that after level 8, you'd have to get more people that exist on the planet Earth, like because it keeps like multiplying, like a squared, or to the third power to the fourth, depending on how many people you need per level and shit.
Let me clarify what my boy just said right there.
We went back to the pyramid, or we were talking about Kiko's blowjob. All right.
He went blowjob and then back to the pyramid and did a metaphor there. I don't even think matches, but I got it. Mm-hmm. I felt myself. I'm like, wait, did I forget the topic? And then he's like, oh no, this motherfucker took us on a ride. So what Johnny's saying is that they always tell you like, hey, dude, all you gotta do is get 5 people, right? And then tell those 5 people to get 5 people, right? And you start going and creating each step, right? So it's you, then you're 5, then those 5 have their each 5, which makes 25. What Johnny's saying is, if you do that 6 times, which is not that, like it's not that many people for a one, like it doesn't seem like a lot. You do that 6 times, you cover the world population. So mathematically speaking, the amount of product they are saying they could sell is impossible. There's not enough. We're gonna have to find some Martians to eat these milkshakes because there's not enough humans.
They just buy the product and pour it into the ocean.
And this happens with all of this bullshit, like Mary Kay. But anyways, let's go back to the movies. But I thought it was a good like sort of parallel, because at the end of the day, when they're selling these stocks, a lot of what they're doing is they get an inside scoop of the stock, they buy it really low, then they sell it really high, and then they leave. And it's pretty much, what's that crime called when you're boosting stocks to sell?
Pump and dump.
But is that really a crime?
It is a crime.
I mean, like that's not really the crime though. Like pump and dump is not a crime.
That's just a term, but I don't know.
Well, I mean, I think that the crime term itself, if you want to this motherfucking is a litigator. I think it's called inside trading.
Okay, yeah, that would be a more.
No, but I appreciate it. The bros dudes gotta check each other. I appreciate it, but it was a little hostile. Is that what pump and dump? Is that how it's written in the rule books?
Is that how it's written in the Constitution?
It's insider trading. Insider trading. That's for people that don't know. That's when you know what's gonna happen with a stock value because you have inside information, and you use that to your advantage to gain from it. Meaning, you sell right before everything falls to the ground because you know shit inside. And that happens all the time.
Is it insider trading if they're artificially giving the stock value?
How so?
If they don't know, they're just creating the need out of thin air. Because they're telling everybody to buy this product. There's not necessarily getting information from the company for it to violate inside trading policy.
I think the inside trading comes when you do something that benefits you and fucks others, and you're deceitful. Meaning, you are investing in a stock and you pump the stock. You're always talking about how this company is gonna continue to grow, right? That's fine. You're supporting your product. What's not right and will be considered insider trading is if you promote the brand, you say how big it is, and when it goes up, you hiddenly sell 80% of your stocks and fucking bail. And that company goes to the ground.
Well, I think it's based on the conflict of interest. If you work for the company or have family that does.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen. That's exactly how it works. So let's talk about some crazy funny movie scenes in the movie.
That's right. We're talking about a movie.
Yeah. One of the classic scenes to me is when he's talking to Jonah Hill, who's Donnie, and he's like, "Hey man, I hear that your wife is your cousin and shit," and like, isn't that like And of course he's like, yeah, well, I mean, she's not really, but yeah, she's my cousin. Like she's like the daughter of my mom's brother, but yeah, she's my cousin. Yeah, I was just like, if anybody's gonna fuck her, it's gonna be me, right? Me. Oh no, yeah, I get it. And what about what about the babies? Do they come out with problems? Like, yeah, I mean, there's 60% chance, but no, they came out good. And then, so what would have happened if like they come out? Well, I mean, I would just take a drive up the valley and just open the door and just let them go. Free, but little body, you're free. Leo DiCaprio's like, I was like, nah, of course not, man. I'll take him to like an institution that will know how to take care of him. It was such a great comedic scene how he gives you that two-piece where you're like, oh, poof, and then pa.
You think he writes those jokes?
Jonah Hill?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they improvise a lot. But they gotta have great writers for this movie. That's one thing that Scorsese has. Like you can tell he has great writers. He doesn't. I think he knows he's great at directing, and he doesn't feel intimidated if he gets other great people that do other things that he might not be the best at. Because I don't think he writes these things. He cannot. I mean, he's what like?
Yeah, no, that's too much.
He's like
he's gotta have people.
He's 98. Like he can. He doesn't know like the 98. Lingo of like.
Yeah. Well, no, because Jonah Hill is consistently funny in most of the movies that he does.
Yeah.
And in different scenes too. Like when he was fucking with John Bernthal, I love the interaction between both of them when they were on scene together. Like, I think you like me. I get this weird feeling when you look at me. Like,
bro, and he really was able to convey that emotion where you're like, yo, I want to beat the fuck out of you piece of shit. Like, you're so annoyed at him. You're like, bro, we're doing some serious like business here, and you still like I'm with Bertrand there. Like I'm like, yo, I want to fuck this guy up.
Yeah, he was really annoying. John Bernthal's a fucking character. Working out, talking to the kids. Fucking flicks a guy in the dick with a bat. You fuck with that thing?
Selling Xanax to the fucking high schoolers, bro. Such a dirtbag like character.
Where's your sister? Bring your sister around. Let her watch.
Has she asked about me?
She wants nothing to do with you, bro.
Bro, man. That guy, such a great actor, right? And
Yeah.
he's so. I don't mean I know he's been in big movies, but I think this is the movie that I can remember where he's with the most like stars, like killers, and he feels so confident, He delivers like a G, you know what I mean? Like his energy is like that big dick energy.
Well, he's like that in every movie that he's in.
Yeah, but he's like that in movies, and he's with
That shows. He's a Punisher, for fuck's sake.
I mean, yeah.
He just hasn't been in a movie that like he's the star. I'm going through his
his
IMDb.
I almost feel like, I don't know. I know it sounds fucked, but I almost feel like he's a supporting actor. Like, and that's not like a knockoff or knockdown.
Knock.
A knock.
Just a knock.
Just a knock, KIKO. Sorry. I'm learning the lingo. It's not a knock on John, but I think there's actors that are good at being supporting actors, and they're good at that. Like Leo DiCaprio. Could you see Leo as a supporting actor? He drives too much.
He takes over the scene. But I think this guy can do it. I mean, he's done it with all the shows that he's been in.
Yeah, but dude, I mean, those are those are Joe. I mean, but that's for like little kids, bro. Come on, let's get real, bro. Fucking The Punisher. I mean, it's a little superhero movies, bro.
Punisher, Daredevil, Walking Dead. He was in King Richard. Well, he's supporting there, so.
Fucking Rick Machi.
He's Punisher is rated R, isn't it? Isn't there like?
Sorry.
It's for the adults or PG-13.
I don't know.
Bro, all those movies suck. I'm sorry.
We own. I gotta see that show on HBO. We gotta review that shit.
Which one?
We Own This City. The one about the crime in Baltimore that was committed by the police and stuff.
The fucking whites.
The Walking Dead was the first time that I saw him, and he was really good. But he was also a supporting actor, which is it's weird that you mentioned that. Now I'm kind of seeing it, you know.
You seeing it? You see? No, I just think people like Jonah Hill. I mean, he's done. I think he's also a better supporting actor, even though he's had leading roles too, on those whatever, little coming of age movies.
Moneyball. I think he won the Oscar for that one.
That's a supporting. You see what I'm saying? Like, and he doesn't knock him down. Like it doesn't mean that the other guy. So, there are actors that are supporting actors that I consider better actors and more talented than the leading guy. But it's just that they are more. You know what it is? I even think it's harder to be the supporting actor in a movie.
I feel like the supporting actor, like, he's the kind of guy that requires, like, he needs the energy of the lead actor to then react and produce, like, and shine on his own, but as a reactionary to the lead, you know.
Well, I give him even more credit, like, not even just reactionary. I think that they create themselves and they make the lead react.
You know who I would prefer to be a supporting actor than a lead in a lot of the stuff that he does? Oscar Isaac.
Fucking 100% agree.
Don't like him as a lead.
I don't either. And you know what it is? You know what? You bring this up. And I mean, this guy wants to work with us in the future. I mean, it's all good, but I don't see the hype. I'm cool with him. He's decent.
Great actor.
But this hype, like Oscar Isaac, like, bro, chill out, man. And don't get me wrong, he's Honduran. You know, Adrian's half on. Yeah, he's Honduran. Adrian's half on.
I take back what I said.
You know, my cousin's half Honduran. I got love for my Honduran people, the pupusas and things. I got it. You know, not so much for the. I'm not into the crime stuff, but like the cool stuff, I'm cool with. But this hype, like, I don't like him as a leading actor either. He has this little way of talking, like, very low, like, yes. He did that movie Counting Cards. What's it called? Counting Cards or
the card counter.
Horrible. Was it with Tiffany Haddish? Which
was he the lead?
He was
talked
the lead.
about that movie. Didn't we talk about that movie in one of our?
Nah, we were going to, but
yeah.
Funny. We talked about it through the Google Keep. John never saw it, so we didn't.
Okay.
And good thing you didn't, John, because that shit was terrible.
Well, I think that this movie, one of my top 10. It's in my top 10 for sure. For sure, with along with The Big Short. To me, it has a lot of similarities with The Big Short, where, like, every scene pushes the story forward, but every scene is interesting in itself. Like you could start watching this movie. Let's say you came home and this movie is on TV, which wouldn't be, right? You have to go through Netflix. But let's say it was on TV. It doesn't matter where you're watching it from. You can continue to watch it and enjoy it because every scene can stand on its own. They're fun. They're entertaining. They're filled with good cinematography.
Cinematography.
So
yeah, dude, all around amazing movie. And yeah, if you haven't seen it by now, I don't know what the fuck you're waiting for.
Man, Wolf of Wall Street. It's one of those movies you can watch again with the boys and just fucking have fun.
I literally just watched it to review it with you guys. Like, I hadn't seen it before.
Oh, you had not? Oh, fuck. You enjoyed it?
Oh, a lot.
Did you guys have a feeling at all of trying the lemons?
Hell yeah.
Quaaludes?
I would love to see what the hype is all about.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Okay. I wanted to try just one, though. I couldn't imagine myself being, like, completely out of, like, commission.
So if you were able to find that now, that would be like a pill from 50 years ago.
Yeah, I wouldn't take that.
I mean, based on the research that I've done, I think they still make some sort of variant of that type.
Okay.
But
and what's
like
it called these
legally.
days?
I can't talk about it. But basically,
The fuck,
it's
dude?
not.
Do
It's
you
not.
own a pharmaceutical?
Insider trading.
It's not. It's not the same formula, but it has a similar effect.
All right.
All right, John, you need to elaborate. Man. What the? How do you know this?
I'm not allowed to discuss this.
This guy's like at the end of the Wolf Street movie where he's mic'd. He's like, bro,
He writes it on a piece of paper.
I'm mic'd.
I might. Oh man.
Just one thing I wanted to talk about. Do you think at the end of the day, these people, in the movies, they look like these badasses that took chances and, fuck and take cocaine out of horses' ass? I meant horse, like a whore, not like a horse. My accent sometimes fucks up the way that I'm trying to say shit. It's like, because they idolize them, but at the same time, they're just criminals. Like,
But I thought that's where you're going in the beginning of it when you were talking about Scorsese and how he gets into the character story and their whole biography. But yeah, throughout the beginning of the movie, you see like all the fun that they're having, and you kind of want to be in that guy's shoes, like making a ton of money, having sex all the time, doing a bunch of drugs and everything, and life is going good. But I think they do a good job in showing his downfall towards the end, where he loses his family, he loses his money, he goes to jail, he snitches on his friends, like, and then it makes you think twice, like, man, maybe it's not what it seems.
Yeah, but I think that the movie's honest in showing you that he's a piece of shit too. But Leo is so good that you're always sympathetic with his character, right? Like, you're always on his side a little bit, right?
Yeah, the whole time you're rooting for him not to get caught by the SEC.
The fucking SEC, NCC, the fucking SEC. You know what we do with subpoenas?
Like when he was on the yacht, the FBI was on the yacht trying to get stuff out of him, and he just tells them to go to hell. I was rooting for him.
Yeah, that was a fucking amazing scene. That's one of the best scenes in cinematography history. You know what we do with subpoenas? All right, so let's give it a score. I'm going to give it a 9.5, and I don't give it a 10 just because I'm too much of a bitch and I need to leave a little bit of room for if, maybe next year Johnny Depp, after he solves his issue with his fucking evil bitch, he comes out with a banger movie, fucking Edward Scissorhands 2, and kills it. And I'm like, oh my God, this is a 10. But I gave that other movie a 10. So I'm going to give it a 9.5 just, to keep it safe.
I'll give it a 9.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, John? What about you?
I mean, definitely it was a really good movie. I really enjoyed it, being the first time watching it. Really enjoyed the cinematography, the time style, like the 90s. All the wild parties that they had with the midget throwing and the rampant sex and drugs. It was nice. It was fun. It looked like fun. Definitely a 9.5 in my book. And I'd watch it again, not with your family, with the boys, or in like having it in the background in an orgy or something like that. That'd be nice to have to watch it.
All right. Well, DJ BJ always takes it to the next level. He does dwell in the underground worlds of the electronic music, and we don't judge him. We love him. He's been with us for too long now. But I want to.
He'll definitely be there at my bachelor party, though.
I want to I want to close off the podcast with a little energy and bring it to you guys. And I want to thank you for joining us and always being there and letting us know what you think about the podcast that we do. I want you to subscribe. I want you to share it. I want you to take it to your little mamitas, and I want you to take it to your grandma's house. You let her know that this is the Boncaco with the sound. KIKO Flow and the Fugazi. We got Adrian Flow, and we also got DJ BJ in the show. Peace.
Peace.